So I operate with a certain mentality towards life. Many mentalities, actually. We could go at it from many different angles. But the mentality we're going to talk about today is going to be that I see the world in a way that we are all in this room or part of this moment or taking part in something, and we're like connecting through this thing, this moment, this yoga class, right? We're all here for a reason. And so I initially brought up that I am asking you guys to take a deep breath and maybe close your eyes and arrive on your mat and arrive in this room. And I'm asking you to do that because I know that I need to do that. And the way that ties into my mentality on life, that we're all here for a reason and that we're brought together for a reason, is because the reason why I'm interacting with someone might potentially be that I have something to offer them, or I have a role to play in their life, no matter how minuscule or small it may be, right? And so I think we're brought together to learn from one another. I think that we're brought together because we're a little bit more similar than we may initially think we are, and sometimes it's really apparent at first, and sometimes we have to kind of dig for it. Sometimes we're not similar, and that's equally as valuable to recognize or experience that. But ultimately, what I want to plant a seed for is that we all have some type of knowledge and some type of experience that could potentially benefit someone else. And I'm going to remove the word potentially. Our knowledge and our experience, the thing that allows that to be even more beautiful than learning from it ourselves, is to be able to offer that to other people. And what that requires of us ultimately is to be open and honest and vulnerable and authentic and real. And what those qualities require of us is ultimately to be willing to do the work, to process the things that we experience. And on a very gross or material level, that's what we do in this class. That's what we do on our yoga mats. Is we learn to be present with things that come up, uncomfortable things, awkward things, strong things, stretchy things, all the things. And we learn to acknowledge, recognize our reactions to them, and to observe the emotional wave that happens, how things shift. When we move through things, when we hold things, when we move from thing to thing. And the way that we experience ourselves on the yoga mat equally is a way to inform the way we experience life off the yoga mat, just as much as the way that we experience life can inform the way someone else experiences life, potentially to a certain extent. So I invite you for this practice, not to be in here to tap out or check out, but to be in here to tap in and to check in. to be with every breath, to be with every movement, every tingle, and to really acknowledge the subtle parts of yourself, your body, your mind, your emotions that speak to you throughout the practice. And let that be the practice. So that when you're out there, you can begin to do the same thing, to acknowledge the subtle things that speak to you. And then we can go deep and get out of this monopoly game, right? Let it have meaning. All right, go ahead and lay down on your backs when you're ready. Thank you. We're gonna get started nice and slow today. We're literally gonna be rolling around on the floor. So go ahead and take a couple deep breaths lying down. Beautiful. And then reach your arms up towards the sky and up and back behind you. Yeah. And that's beautiful. You can actually flex your wrists on purpose, Ashley, if you'd like. Yeah, and then feel how it actually stretches out your wrists. And I want you to think about, with your arms reaching up and back behind you, I want you to think about your lower ribs wrapping down so that you feel your rib cage kind of integrating with the rest of your torso. And then I want you to feel your frontal hip bones pulling up so you feel your pelvis connecting. Yeah, now lift your hands a little more. Wrap this down, hug your lower core. Yeah, feel that? And flex your feet and point your tailbone towards your heels. And I want you to try to pull your lower back towards the floor, lengthen your tailbone towards your heels, hug your lower ribs down. Good, just 2 more breaths here. Good, 1 more. Nice long breaths. And then you're gonna go ahead and lift both legs up towards the sky simultaneously. Good, and roll out your ankles in one direction. And roll out your ankles in the other direction. If your arms are still reaching up and back behind you, you're then go ahead and reach your arms up and forward and crunch upwards with your legs at a 90-degree angle. You might even at this point be able to already feel your blood draining from your feet towards your hips. And then go ahead and inhale, reach the arms up and back. And then exhale, crunch it forward. And then hold the torso. Go ahead and inhale, hover the feet down, not even, like just 45 degrees max. And then go ahead and lift them up. And then reach the arms back. Exhale up. Inhale, legs go down. And exhale, they come up. Just nice and slow. Inhale back. Exhale up. Inhale down and lower. Exhale up. Good. Only 20 more. Inhale back. I'm joking. Exhale up, but probably about 8. We'll go with 8. Lower down. And up. Arms back. Use the breath. Exhale up. Notice the resistance. Down and up. Notice the emotion attached to the movement. Inhale back. Are you like annoyed? Like, I came to a yoga class, not a core class. Up. Right? Like, I don't want to do this. Or like, oh, this feels good. Or, oh, this is like so easy. I want something more difficult. I want to work my abs more up. Lower and higher the legs and up. 4 more. Back and up. Good, keep going. It's important to warm up the core. Keep going while I talk. Because when the core is warm, we have the part of the body activated which protects the spine. And I would go as far to say, whether you know it or not, we're all in yoga really, for a nice, long, healthy spine. So we want to activate the core before we really find any twisting movements, which is what we're about to do. Keep going. So that we can really protect the spine, and there's always a subtle connection to our core in yoga for that reason. 2 more. And 1 more. Arms up. Good pace. Down, legs up. Pull the knees into the chest. Lower everything down. Rock from side to side, you know. And then go ahead and extend your right leg long, flex your right foot. Clasp your hands around your left shin and pull your left knee in towards your chest. Walk your shoulder blades further down the back of the rib cage and spread the outer edges of the shoulders towards the floor so the collarbone's open. Flex your right foot intensely. And then maybe begin to pull your left knee all the way towards the left armpit or the left shoulder if you find it to be really easy and you want a little bit deeper of a stretch. Really focus on engaging the right leg and wrapping the outer left hip down. You may need to push the left foot outwards to the left a little more, so it's not like diagonal, right? And then go ahead and release the left knee and go ahead and twist over to the right. Make sure that you have a straight line from the crown of the head through your left hip. You can do that by tucking the chin, gazing towards the left hip once you twist. You may need to roll back over and scooch over to the left a little bit. Keep the left knee bent to watch. Left knee bent a lot. So 90-degree bend in the left knee. Let the left knee fall all the way over, all the way over. You can let the left shoulder lift, that's okay. And then I want you to open up your left arm to a T, turn your palm down towards the floor. And then you're gonna reach that palm, slide the fingertips, do like spider fingers with the left hand, slide the fingertips towards your butt. Really engage your right leg, okay? So spider fingers with the left hand, reach towards your butt, all the way down, all the way down. Yes, spider fingers, slide your fingers on the floor. So keep your fingers connected to the floor, okay? Actually, you may want to come further away from the wall a little bit. A lot of it. Yeah. Because this should feel pretty good. So you're gonna reach your left arm back out to a T, slide the fingers along the floor. You're gonna need to rotate the wrist, continue to reach the left arm all the way up and over the left ear. Your arm rotates so you can stack your shoulders. Now you're in like a fetal position with your left arm reaching over your left ear, fingertips on the floor. Yeah, so rotate, stack the shoulders, left shoulder on top of the right. Rotate the chest more, Ashley. Rotate more. You're stacking, not twisting, stacking. Yep. Yep. And then continue to slide the left ear. Okay. No need to be sorry. It's weird. And then continue to slide the left hand on top of the right hand. So now you're literally in a fetal position with your arms on top of one another. Keep the head relaxed. Good. And then slide the left hand in the reverse direction, exactly the same way you came. So reach that left arm over the left ear. And then begin to open up for the twist, rotate the hand, but reconnect the fingertips to the floor, and then reach the left arm back over the hip. So you're twisting, but keep the hips stacked. Good, now do that 4 more times. Open it up, roll onto your right shoulder, and then you can even bend in the left elbow this time, connect the left elbow to the left knee, like you're kind of like rounding the spine, like a cat spine, cow spine, cat spine. So roll, and then open. So think about like modern dance, right? Open up the left arm over the left ear for this twist. Reach the left hand towards your butt. And then slide the left arm out to the side, over the left ear. Rotate the shoulder. And then pull inward with the left elbow. Open it up. Good. And just do that a couple more times, breath to movement. And just really find this sweeping motion with the left arm, right? So it's pretty early in the morning, at least for us, so maybe you haven't done that much, right? So feel just like how sticky it is to take like something that would seem so simple, right? And notice little parts of your body opening up. Pause next time you open. Good, and then go ahead and come back through center. Wrap the hands around your left thigh and extend your left leg nice and low to the sky. Walk your hands up as far, as high up to the leg as possible. And just find a hamstring stretch with the left leg. Flex the left foot, press through the left heel, breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. One more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Release the left foot. Bring the right foot to the left. Good. And then go ahead and lower and hover the right foot down. Reach the hands behind your head. And then bring the right elbow towards the left knee. Crunch it up. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch in. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. That's 4, 10. Open. And up. Beautiful for laterally. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. Inhale, open. Exhale, up. That's 6. 4 more. Exhale. Really find the fluidity through the breath. Notice the resistance to moving slow. Notice the resistance to moving strong. Notice the resistance to sitting with something for a long time. Last one, hold it up. Hold. Pulse it. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and open. Lift the right leg to the sky. And then go ahead and drop the left leg all the way down, bend in the right knee, clasp the hands around the right shin, pull the right knee into the chest. Breathe in and breathe out. Actively flex the left foot. Actively flex the right foot. Feel yourself pushing the left foot away from you, but at the same time, you're pulling the left femur bone into the hip socket. And then you'll feel your outer right hip kind of wrap down. You get a little bit more length in your side body. And if it's not enough to pull the right knee just into the chest, you can bring the right knee outward a little bit and pull the right knee towards the armpit. But bring the right foot outward along with the knee rather than letting the left foot pull inward towards the pelvis, or towards the tailbone rather. So you want to get the psoas opposed to like the outer hip here. So we're really getting towards opening the front body here. And the back body. And then go ahead and release the right shin and twist over to the left. Same thing, once you get there, okay, let that left knee come all the way towards the floor. Let the right shoulder lift. It's gonna give you a nice way of like kind of pulling on the inside of the right arm, which is really beautiful and nice. And then tuck your chin towards your like right breast. And look down your side body and notice, okay, you have a straight line here. And then go ahead and come to your spider fingers with your right hand and reach your right hand towards your butt. And then go ahead and slide your spider fingers out to the right, all the way up overhead. Rotate the hands, stack the right shoulder on top of the left. And then reach the right hand towards the left hand. And then go ahead and open it back up again. You know where we're going this time, so I'll spare you with quite as many details. And notice you're literally opening your shoulder and rotating your chest towards wrist. And then you're stacking your shoulders. You're just practicing rotating your chest, which is really a beautiful way to get into the side bodies, right? And I find that so often in this practice, we kind of like pull directly on the place we're trying to get to. Like it's like, all right, I'm doing a hip opener, so I'm gonna pull more on my leg. But it's like, what if I did a hip opener and I found more length in my spine, right? It's like, oh, I'm trying to find length in my side, so I'm gonna like reach through the crown of my head. It's like, what if I open up my side body first? So another aspect of the subtleties and paying attention to the subtleties is also noticing how the positioning or the placement of one thing affects another thing, rather than simply finding this tunnel vision towards one thing. And I think it's also this mindset in life that enables us to have a very rich life. Noticing how one part of our life affects another. I think in my class yesterday I said, if we find a groundedness in one aspect of our life, it influences a groundedness in all other aspects of our life, right? So it's really funny how like things do, like there's a huge ripple effect. Two more, just opening it up and notice, just really feel into it and realize with repetition, right, how much we can find depth in the same thing when we stick with it over and over again and we pay attention to the details. And pause with yourself nice and open. Roll back through center. Lift the right foot up towards the sky. Lift the left foot to meet the right because we want to protect the lower spine, and then just lower that left foot back down. Hover the left foot. And then go ahead and bring the hands behind the head and go ahead and bring the left elbow towards the right knee. Inhale, open it up. Make sure the right foot is directly over the hip. Left elbow towards the right knee. And to open it up, 8 more. Exhale up. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale up. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. Exhale, crunch. Inhale, open. 4 more. Crunch. And open. 3. Crunch. And open. 2. Crunch. And open, keep the lower ribs wrapping down, crunch. And open 1 more and crunch. And hold 5, pulse, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good, hug both knees into the chest. Draw circles with the knees together in both directions. Try small circles, try big circles. The bigger the circles, the more you're going to be able to massage out through the back end of the pelvis. So maybe let go with the hands. Let it be less fulfilling, right? Notice your propensity towards moving with more discipline, or your propensity towards moving without discipline. And make an effort to balance it out. All right, what can I use a little bit more of to find a little bit more balance, right? Like I'm comfortable with this. Now let me add in a little bit of that. Not too much, just a little bit. And then go ahead and kick the legs back. And I want you to roll towards the front right corner of the mat. So you're like massaging out that meaty right side of the spine, rather than on the center of the spine. You feel that, like the meatiness of the spine? That's what we want to massage, the muscle, right? So really grab it. And then towards the left side of that. Yeah. We're so like head on this here. It's like a little there. I posted about this yesterday on Instagram. I know Instagram was whack, but whatever. I said, does anyone ever feel like they let their desire to be as efficient as possible come in the way of them being as productive as possible? So like, we'll find a down dog with blocks on your hands, and then I'll continue talking. So like, my example was yesterday, like, I had a plan on how to be efficient. Down dog with the blocks on your hands. Come on, y'all. Alright, I'll go there with you. But I had a plan yesterday, you know, I was like, I'm gonna do this and do this, like it's gonna be efficient and productive, right? And then I got to a certain point in the day and I was like, oh, I'm really, really hungry right now. But I am right next to where I need to be in an hour and I need to do work on my laptop. I shouldn't go eat, I should just make myself suffer. And I'm like, get in the car, go get something to eat. It's fine. You don't need to be efficient. If you need to eat, you need to eat. You have an hour, you have time to be back here. You know? And then after I got a call, hey, your TV's getting delivered. And I was like, leave it at the door. And I needed to like go get my water from the water store, which was like 20 minutes from my house. And I was halfway there where I already was. And I was like, whatever, I'll just get water tomorrow, but I had no water, and I was like, no, we have time to go get water before the water store closes and still be at your next class, right? And I'm like, wow, my desire to be efficient is like conflicting with my desire to be productive. So it's like sometimes you gotta do a little extra work, it's okay, just be, if you're mentally, you have like mental fortitude, right? If you're strong mentally, you can handle that. All right, go ahead and then lift the right leg up towards the sky. Sorry guys, three-legged dog. And then go ahead and step the right foot outside the right block and lower your left knee down. So that's just some food for thought. Roll your shoulders back and lift your chest forward and back. Yeah, outside your right block, nice big step. Then you're gonna bring your right hand to your right knee, bend in your left elbow, roll your left shoulder back so you really feel your left arm plugged in, then rotate over the right and find a twist again. And then I want you to keep your left toes tucked just for the sake of like really finding an engagement. Okay, we want to be active today and pull your right foot back towards the back of the mat. Kind of like you're trying to drag your right foot back, but you can't. So you really feel your right hip activating and your right femur bone pulling back into your hip socket. And get your right knee directly over your right ankle, so don't let it go too far forward. If you do find that you're going too far forward, try creating more space. So walk your right foot forward more, Stephen. Yeah. Feel that? And then you can press your right heel down more and feel your right glute activate. You feel that? Mm-hmm. And then you can hug your frontal hip bones up more and get your spine straighter. And then you have this core activation and this torso integration, right? Now, bend in your left elbow. Pull your left shoulder back and then wrap your left elbow in and rotate your chest to the right. Very subtle. Inhale to the right arm up to the sky and reach it back. See if you can bend in the left foot. Grab for your left ankle. So we want to grab onto solid places. You don't have to go there, Ashley. This is fine. So I don't want you grabbing on for your toes though, because it's I want us to practice like only trusting what's solid. Ashley, may I touch you? Keep breathing here, guys. I know today's a little bit slower and weird, but we're gonna get there. May I touch you? Bend your left arm over. And. Yes, now wrap this. Yes, feel your chest opening there. You feel that work there. Keep pulling the shoulder blade back and hugging your belly back at the same time. So wrap your lower ribs and frontal hip bones towards each other. Pull back, pull back, pull back, pull back. Yes, feel that. Now bend more in your right knee. Feel the work there. Ooh, lots of work, right? All right, good. Now go ahead and wrap that right arm forward. Pardon me. Were we there? Yeah, right arm forward and down, so blocks. Good, scorpion dog. Right leg up and back, right knee up towards the sky. Today's a little different. Gaze under your left armpit. See if you can look towards your right foot. So what happens when you gaze under your left armpit is your right armpit wraps down automatically. And then go ahead and step your right foot forward in between the blocks. Good, and you lower your left knee down and reach your arms all the way forward and up. So this one's a shorter stance. I want your left foot and your right knee squeezing towards one another. So you really feel the left hip flexor activating and stretching, right? And then I want you to wrap your frontal hip bones up again and pull your rib cage back a little bit. Now you're gonna reach your right arm behind your back and wrap your fingers around your left hip. I want you to try to kind of close your eyes and feel your body in space. Your right hip usually wants to hug up and your right side body wants to crunch. I want you to lengthen that down and side stretch over to the right as you wrap your right hip down. And then keep pulling your belly button back and pressing your lower back into your right forearm. So you're side stretching over to the right. You're eliminating the propensity to back bend. You're bringing the right knee over the right ankle, not beyond. And you're squeezing the feet together and you're lengthening before you stretch over to the side. Good, and then inhale, reach the right arm up to the sky, connect the palms, gaze up, reach the palms up towards the sky, lift the chest towards the hands. You're finding a chest lift, and you're kind of back bending in the upper spine, but the lower spine stays exactly the same. You should feel your lower core working a lot here. And then go ahead and reach the hands forward. Lift the left knee, step back for a three-legged plank, inhale, and hold, exhale. Inhale, and hold, exhale. One more, inhale, and hold, exhale. Try to run that part of me. Tuck the right toes, lower the right foot down. Inhale, up dog with tucked toes. Reach the heels back, engage the quads, squeeze the glutes. Micro bend in the elbows, Ashley. Yeah, now roll your shoulders back, pinch the shoulder blades. Yes, feel that? Exhale, down dog. Breathe in. Breathe out, different today, right? Relax the shoulders away from the ears. Wrap the armpits down and squeeze the elbows together to help unlock the opening of the chest. And keep the shoulders from crowding the ears. And then we're gonna go ahead and set the left foot outside the left foot. Oh, pardon me. Go back, down dog. Inhale, three-legged dog, left leg up. So I like to flex my toes and straighten my left leg so I can see my left toes and all of them pointing directly down in my three-legged dog. Then I like to see if I can lift my heel another inch or so higher. Then step the left foot outside the left hand. Drop the right knee down. Your left toes can be outward slightly. And then go ahead and bend in the right elbow and wrap that right elbow in. You're going to take the weight off the left hand immediately because we're going to twist anyway, right? So you can bring your left hand to your left knee, bend in the right elbow, wrap it in and roll the right shoulder open, then press into the left hand and find the twist. You'll feel how deep that is in like a weird way. Like you don't look like you're twisting that deeply, but you feel it more like, ooh, right? And you feel it in the right hip flexor, right? Now press down to the left heel and the right knee, pull them towards each other. Your pelvis is gonna lift a little bit. You'll feel it, you won't see it as much. And then you'll feel the weight come out of the hip flexor a little more and into your core, right? Now your core is like really activated. And then you're gonna keep breathing with it and you're gonna sit with it. Just sit with it for a little bit longer, don't get eager. Stephen. Okay. We were here for a long time. One of my pet peeves is when I'm in a yoga class and someone will like hold for a long time on one side and not on the other. And I don't think we are symmetrical beings. It's not a big deal. We're not symmetrical. But the reason why we do the same thing on both sides is so we can notice where our imbalances are and we can move with more awareness and mindfulness, right? And then we can treat each side with its own truth. Because if we don't notice the imbalances, then we don't know how to work with them. All right, then go ahead and reach the left arm all the way up and back, right? Hug the lower ribs and the frontal hip bones towards each other. Press more out of the left heel. The hips come higher, the hips come higher. Then bend in the right knee. Grab for your right ankle if that's your variation. You don't have to, right? But I want you to bend back in the right elbow and pull the right shoulder back and hug the lower ribs down so you straight spine here. Right, so I don't want you to be arching. And remember, notice, are you grabbing onto something solid? Or do we have the propensity to just grab onto whatever we need to grab onto and then things can slip and then things can get put out of place, right? So we want to put our trust in solid things. Do a little more breaths here. Probably like 3. Actually, just keep holding. Right, it's so easy to be like, okay, we've already been here, we don't have to hold it that long, but we haven't, it's a different side, and then this elbow over. Good, now pull this back. Yes, feel how that unlocks the chest, that rotation in the arm. Now wrap this in. Yeah, press into your left heel. Good. And then go ahead and release. Bring the left arm forward to the left block, scorpion dog, right? So then you scorpion dog it up. And gaze under the right armpit and look towards the right foot. And when that happens, let the left armpit come closer to the floor. And then go ahead and set the left foot in between the hands. Lower the right knee down. Reach the arms forward and up. Squeeze the left foot and the right knee towards each other. Wrap the outer left hip down. Hug the frontal hip bones up. Shift the rib cage back. Put a little bit more trust in there, right? So we're always doing this, right? We're always wanting to go forward. We're moving forward. We're moving forward. It's like, oh, but what if I like sat back and relaxed into where I am? Then I can move forward from where I am rather than just needing to move forward. Try that, right? So the day that like I can actually be that for like 24 hours or I guess like my 18 waking hours or whatever, my 16 waking hours, that'll be the day, you know? All right, reach the left arm behind you, forearm to your lower back, wrap the fingers around your right hip. Down side stretch over to your left and hug your lower ribs down. And wrap your frontal hip bones up and really press your lower back into your forearm. And press your forearm simultaneously into your lower back. And really maybe gaze up towards your right hand. And notice how that helps you find a little more length. Feel the stretch in there. Hip flexor, keep squeezing the left foot and the right knee together. And then go ahead and undo it and gaze up towards the hands, connect the palms. Let the chest lift towards the palms. Engage the core. You have a back bend in the upper spine, but your tailbone stays pointing down towards the floor. Try to straighten the elbows all the way. Stephen, hug your lower ribs down and pull back in your rib cage a little more. I want you to come in here. Press through your left heel. Yeah, feel that? And good, go ahead and reach the hands down to the blocks. Find a 3-legged plank. Hold, exhale. Inhale. Exhale, hold. Inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Left toes touch to the floor. Keep the toes tucked. Inhale, up dog. Keep a micro bend in the elbows. Keep strong quads. Exhale, down dog. 5 to 10 breaths in down dog. Keep it long and steady. How can you find a little more depth in your down dog? And depth doesn't mean things get more difficult. Depth just means there's more of an awareness. So we find this like martyrdom towards life, I find. It's like, oh, like things need to be difficult. Like, it's like, no, things don't need to be difficult, you know? And people are like, oh, it's the difficult things that make you, what doesn't kill me makes me stronger. Yes, but that doesn't mean you have to keep going through these things that make you stronger all the time. You can learn without suffering. Unfortunately, it just tends to work better, right? But it's like, what if we learned to learn without needing to put ourselves through this like unnecessarily like tediousness, unnecessary tediousness, right? All right. Go ahead and lift your right leg up to the sky. Your leg. Step your right foot forward. Keep the left knee lifted. Inhale, come on up for a crescent lunge. Nice strong left leg. Left heel over the ball of the left foot. Good. 2 more breaths. We're gonna do 5. But if it's a little more on breath than I usually do, even though I do focus on breath, open up forward 2. That's an inhale. Exhale, sit deep in the right knee, press through the right heel. Inhale, find length through the right side body by pulling the right shoulder over the right hip. So you're not leaning forward, you're pulling back into the present moment. Like, whoa, 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 let's not get ahead of ourselves. We're still in yoga, I don't need to think about my groceries. Right? And then find this like energy that's shooting through the fingers, and you can even do it by wiggling your fingers. It's like connected. Like within the stillness, there's still these subtle movements, and wrap your frontal hip bones up and point your tailbone down, and let your right hip pull back and your left hip pull forward. Kind of like a warrior 1, right? So that your right femur bone can really plug into your socket, and you can press through your right heel a little more to activate your right glute, then bend your right knee a little more. Good, and then cartwheel the arms down to the blocks, step the right foot back, inhale. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, up dog twist up. Exhale, down dog. Inhale. Exhale, activate your core and your down dog. 2 more, inhale. Exhale. Inhale, bend a little more your knees, Stephen. Yeah, now let your heels get a little heavier. Keep the bend in the knees. Good. Inhale, 3-legged dog, left leg up to the side. And then go ahead and set the left foot forward in between the blocks. Strong right leg to start off with. Come to your fingertips and reach up in warrior pressing, high pressing lunge. So really pull your quad up into your femur bone. And again, pull your cage back. Find a nice straight spine here. Wrap your frontal hip bones up, activate your core. Press down for your left heel. 2 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Energy moving through the fingers. Pull the thumbs back. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Transition to warrior 2. And then exhale. Sit really deep in that left knee. And press down through the left heel. Pull your left shoulder back over the left hip so that you're not leaning forward, you want to be back. In the present moment, not all the way back, just in the present, here. Here and now, be here and now. What is that, Ram Dass, right? Be here now. It's a book, I think. With all these like funky rhymes that the spiritual, quote unquote, spiritual people like to attach themselves to. Find a micro bend in the elbows, Stephen. And then wrap them upwards. Yeah, feel that activation? Then pull the pinky fingers outward. Yeah, feel that? Weirdness, right? Wrap the lower ribs down and the frontal hip bones up. Point the tailbone down towards the floor. Press down through the left heel. Feel the left glute wrap under the left hip. Then bend in the left knee a little more. Good. Now cartwheel the arms to the block. Step back for a plank to chaturanga. Toes tapped up dog. Modified up dog for today. Exhale, down dog. Breathe in. And breathe out. Beautiful. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale. 3-legged dog, right leg up. Inhale. Step the right foot forward. Crescent lunge. Inhale. Good. ahead and bend in the left knee, lower it all the way down to the floor. And then reach the arms back and lift the chest. Reach back through the thumbs. Keep squeezing the legs towards each other and pointing the tailbone down. Think of what we did before, but allow yourself to expand through the front body a little more. Then reach the hands to the blocks and find a scorpion dog. Keep the right leg up and back right knee towards the sky. You wrap the left heel in a little bit if you like. Gaze under the left armpit, searching for the front right armpit wraps down. Now go ahead and step the right foot forward in between the blocks. Open up for a warrior two. Beautiful. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Connect the palms, turn the right toes in. Exhale, vertical, bending both knees. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Bend in the knees, keep the weight in the toes. My knees are like bent. Inhale, half lift. Yeah, notice how it keeps more in the spine when you bend in the knees, right? Exhale, fold. Right, so we don't have to be like stretching ourselves in all different directions, right? We can bend a little here, give a little here to get a little more there, right? Roll the shoulders back, half lift. Good, now keep that half lift, turn the heels inward, reach the arms forward and up, find a goddess squat. And then go ahead and look from side to side here. What I want you to think about in your goddess squat is getting your spine nice and straight. So press into the heels more so your butt can wrap down and underneath you so it's towards you, right? And then feel your lower ribs wrapping down and activate the core lock in your goddess squat. Good. Now inhale, reach the arms all the way up. Turn your toes inward, reach the arms out to the side. So toes are facing forward. This is a weird move. Ready? Palms facing up, arms out to a T. Hug your lower ribs down. You can even bend your knees a little more. Yeah, now wrap your frontal hip bones and lower ribs together. So your tailbone points down. And then you're going to go ahead and bend in your right knee, reach over to the right. Reach over to the right. Bend in your right knee. Good, now side stretch to the left. Straighten the right leg. Side stretch to the left. Good, now find a rounding in the other side only. Bend in the knees, roll forward with your right arm towards the floor. And then go ahead and roll up through the thoracic spine and straighten the legs as you roll up. Reach the arms out to the side, palms facing up, same thing the other side. Bend in the left knee, reach out to the left. Good, side stretch over to the right. And then go ahead and round in the upper spine, bend your knees as you fold towards the right knee. And then go ahead and lower down. Round and roll all the way up. Inhale, reach the arms out to the side and up. Turn your left heel outward a little bit. And your right toes outward. Find a warrior two to the front of the mat again. Good, and then go ahead and flow through your vinyasa, hands to blocks. Or just press that for a down dog, toes tucked up dog. Reach the heels back, reach the heels back. Yeah, exhale, down dog. Beautiful, inhale, lift that left leg up and back, and leg it up. Step the left foot forward in between the blocks. Inhale, press and lunge. Really find a nice straight right leg, pull the rib cage back, and the left knee press down to the left heel. And then go ahead and lower the right knee down. Keep the gaze reaching up. Gaze up, keep lengthening the torso. And then pull the thumbs back, reach the chest back. So a lot of teachers teach this like bending in the elbows when we back bend in our low lunge. I'm not a fan. The heart opener is a chest opener, and your chest is directly tied to your shoulders. And if you bend your arms, you immediately lose the stretching in the shoulders. So yeah, it helps you get your back bend to look deeper, but then you're like learning to back bend without opening your shoulders, which is just like contradictory. Reach the hands down to the blocks. Try to scorpion dog. So left arm leaning up to the sky. Obviously, there's a place for everything. I just think it's bad to not mix up the flow and just establish certain habits and get attached to certain ways of doing things. Right? We want to do all things because there's no right and wrong way to do things. We just do different things or the same things different ways depending on the purpose and what step the left foot forward in front of where you're sitting. Right? Steven's laughing. We were in a yoga class together. We take a bunch of yoga classes together. Okay, so open the arms. People will teach things and I'll start doing my own thing. Good, now open the arms up, straighten the left leg, turn the left toes in, exhale, right leg forward fold, bend in the knees. Weight in the balls of the feet, but the toes stay lifted so that you're not putting weight in the toes. Inhale, halfway left. Exhale, forward fold, 2 more like that. Inhale, left. So sometimes stillness makes me complacent, so I need to be able to move in and out of things. I need to kind of waver within things in order to keep my engagement. Inhale, half lift, hold. Turn the heels inward, toes outward. Reach the arms out in front of you, find a goddess squat. And then go ahead and shift from side to side with this goddess squat. Pull the rib cage back over the hips. Feel your inner thighs activate. Press into your heels and really get your glutes underneath you. You're gonna be a lot higher than you would think. A lot higher. Go higher, go higher, go higher. Both of you. No, freaking wrap that core that's in between your frontal hip bones. Like, holy moly. Then bend down a little more and be like, holy moly. Right? And then inhale, reach the arms out to the sky. Turn your toes inward, arms out to a T. Bend in the left knee, reach out to the left. Side stretch to the right, straighten the left leg. Round the spine, roll forward, bend in the knees. Good, round and roll up, straighten the knees. Reach the right arm out to the right, bend in the right knee, palm facing up, side stretch to the left. Round down, roll forward, roll up to the thoracic spine, the upper spine. Roll the shoulders back. Inhale, reach the arms up to the sky. Turn your right heel outward, your left toes outward, warrior 2. So you basically, you have that like warrior 1 foot, right? The toes are kind of inward. Good, and then cartwheel the arms down, roll your heels. Right, reach the right leg up and back. Bring your right toes forward, just in front of your left toes. It's just like an inch or so forward. Transfer the weight to the ball of the right foot. Let the right heel reach the left foot up and back. So you're taking baby steps forward. You're just walking forward, like bring your left toes an inch in front of your right toes. You can crisscross or keep them at a certain distance. Reach the right leg up and back. And then step your right toes forward. So like about a foot, a little more than a foot's distance, right? Reach your left foot up and back. Left toes, just about an inch in front of the right. Drop down to the mat. Yeah, right foot. And then begin to gaze forward towards the front end of the mat so your chest begins to lift forward as you do this. Right, so keep the gaze forward and up. And just trust that you're stepping forward. Lift the right foot up towards the sky. Good. Keep making your way forward. We're making our way all the way to the front of the mat. So a little bit bigger steps, you guys. moved? I don't think they moved. My apologies. Something lost in translation, I suppose. That's okay, right? We take it so seriously when we lose things in translation, right? Like it's okay, there was miscommunication. Let's start over, right? Like at the beginning of class, right? I said, you know what? I'm gonna take a deep breath. I'm gonna start over. My teacher had to teach me that. Okay, you can read it up on that. Vertical, then no. Get the feet in between the blocks. Keep bending the knees round, oh yeah. Roll the shoulders. It doesn't stand, right? Then roll them. Alright, and go ahead and share the abs to the side and up overhead. Then control the down, engage the core, gaze up with the hand. I have a micro bend in the knees, so it's kind of like a little bit moving towards chair pose, but then your tailbone points down and your front body goes up. Yeah, when you're gazing up with your palms and your chest is reaching up, now straighten your legs and feel the core activate. Whoa, exhale, third fold. We're gonna go a little bit more breath movement. We'll do this first set really slow. We're gonna make a circle, which is the mandala. Inhale, half lift. Bend in the knees, keep the fingertips connected to the blocks. So bend in the knees more. Bring your pinky fingers to the blocks even. Yeah, now bend the knees more. Turn the fingertips forward. Squeeze the elbows, find like a cobra sign. Think cobra. Yeah, feel that? Exhale, forward fold. And now extend the legs. Round the spine, and cat spine in your forward fold. Good. Now, step your right leg back. Ready? Turn your right heel down. Left block to the medium or highest couch for most of us. I'm really short and I have long arms, so my biology is like I am good on the lower side. Reach the right arm over the right hip. I'm going to extend inside it while you're open. Good, so we're going to do breath to move in here. Wrap the left knee towards the left elbow. Bend in the left elbow and roll the left shoulder back just like we did in that twist at the beginning, right? Now, bring the right hand to the right block. Take the blocks with you. Keep your chest lifted. Keep your chest lifted. Find a wide leg forward fold, but find that half lift, then wide leg forward fold. And then we half lift again. And then go ahead and walk towards the right foot. Take the blocks with you. Bring the right block outside the right foot. Reach the left arm over the left ear. Find an extended side angle. Right knee over the right elbow. Roll the right shoulder back. So we're going to be doing this breath to movement. So we're going to finish the circle around and we're going to do another circle. And then go ahead and bring the left hand to the block. Turn the left heel up. Step the left foot to a standing split. And then step the left foot down to the floor. Bending the right knee. Deep bend in the knees. Find that half lift with fingertips on the block. Roll the chest forward, drop to the cobra spine. And then sweep the hands back in line with the hips. Keep your cobra spine. Get the hips underneath you. Squeeze the glutes forward. Reach the arms up, gaze up. Prayer forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Cobra spine, bend in the knees. So once you find that cobra spine and bend in the knees, maybe you begin to extend the legs. Exhale, forward fold, think cat spine, ground in the spine. Try to get your forehead to touch the knees. And then you step your right leg back, reach your right arm over the right ear, right heel down, extended side angle. A little faster, right knee into the blocks, find a half lift. Keep the chest lifted, maybe you just levitate, right? And then forward fold, wide legged. Inhale, find that halfway lift, and then we turn to the right. Bring the blocks, frame the right foot, reach the left arm over the left ear. And then drop the left hand to the left block, set the left foot to reach up for a standing split. Left foot meets the right. And then knees. Find a forward fold. Round. Inhale, half lift. Arch the spine. Lower the hips down with the chest. Good. Exhale. Round in the spine. Really set the belly up. Inhale. Find that half lift again with lower spine. Reach the arms back. Good. Now sweep the arms back behind you. Up and around. Get the hips underneath you. Use the core. Gaze up. For a forward fold. Another full circle moving in the other direction. Inhale, half lift. We're going to add on at the end, so pay attention. Exhale, forward fold. I'll let you know. Left leg back, left heel down. Look at me. Reach the left arm just forward. Gaze towards the hand and then open and rotate the chest, right? Notice that, right? Feel that in the left side body, right? Exhale, forward fold. Find the lift. Keep the chest up above the hips or in line with the hips. Then fold quickly. Inhale, halfway lift. Walk the blocks to the left. Find your extended side angle. Right arm over the right ear. Push the hips forward. Right hand is the block. Step forward. Standing split with the right foot. Pardon me, lifted. And then lower it directly to your half lift so the feet connect, the knees bend, and chest lifts. That's like transitioning through. Exhale, forward fold. Pull the belly, bend the spine, round the forehead, knees. Inhale, find that half lift and reach the arms back. Then sweep the arms out to the side and up overhead. Connect the palms, engage the core. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Then inhale, set the left foot back behind you. Drop the left heel down, reach the left arm over the left ear. And then go ahead and walk over the left. Find that forward fold. Keep the chest lifted. Keep the chest lifted. Inhale, half lift. Blocks to the left. Good. Reach the right arm over the right ear. And go ahead and pull the right hand down. And then find your standing split. Lift the right leg up. We're going to add on. Bring the right foot down. Inhale, reach your arms out to the side and up. Okay. No, it's okay. For the future, we end at 10:30. It's a 75-minute flow. Yeah. It's okay. Go ahead. Good. All right. So, Stephen, abandon your blocks. We're going to just flow. We're going to move fast. And then at the end, we're going to add something at the end of each circle. So we're going to do one more circle in each direction, okay? Inhale, find your chair pose first. Exhale, forward fold. Thank you. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Jump back. Flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Right leg forward, extended side angle. Reach the left arm over the left ear. Good. Wide leg forward fold. Right to your left leg, extended side angle. Exhale, forward fold. Step the right hip forward. Inhale, reach up to standing. Exhale, forward fold. Flow through vinyasa, step or jump back. Up dog to down dog. Right foot forward, extended side angle. And then find your extended side angle to the left. Now reach the right arm up to the sky. Pass the right hip. Sweep it forward, find an Ardha Chandrasana. See if you can bring your left hand off the floor or very lightly use it. Micro bend in the left knee as much as possible. I like pressing my left hand against my left thigh to really open up my chest and find stability. And then go ahead and see if you can rotate the chest forward Hands kick towards the floor and kick the right leg out to the side. Yeah, and then we make the feet forward fold. Inhale, chair. Exhale, come to standing. Inhale, arms out to the side and all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump back, flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, extended side angle, open up. Extended side angle to the right, pass through. Left hand down, left foot forward, forward fold. Inhale, arms out to the side all the way up. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, forward fold. Step or jump back, flow through your vinyasa. Inhale, up dog. Exhale, down dog. Left foot forward, extended side angle, right heel down. Extended side angle to the right. Pause here. Sweep the left arm up to the sky. Pass the left hip, and then gaze towards the left hand as you propel forward. Yes. Good job. Wrap the left hip on top of the right, and bend the right knee. Yeah, place the right hand on the right thigh. See if you can press into the right thigh. Keep the right knee bent. It kind of like helps to activate the core. Good job. Couple more breaths here. And then see if you can rotate the chest, reach the arm forward. You can rotate the chest towards the floor and bring the left leg out to the side. And then drop the left foot down, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, bend deep into the knees. Bring the peace fingers to the big toes. And exhale, forward fold. 5 breaths. Inhale, weight in the balls of the feet. Pull the shoulders away from the ears, pinch the elbows inward. Yes, and really pull on the toes with the hands. Good. And then go ahead and bend deep in the knees, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back, walk the hands underneath the feet. Same thing, exhale, forward fold, really extend to the backs of the legs. Pull the shoulders away from the ears and engage the core. Pull the head in between the legs, pull the shoulders up the spine. Or rather down the spine, relatively speaking. This time your elbows are wide and it's going to help you open up your lymph nodes. Let it clear out and cleanse. You can also, if it's in your practice, begin to lift forward, keeping the legs straight. And begin to lift the heels off the floor and practice your balance here. But just be careful if you fall, if you're aware for you to fall onto the very scary. Release the hands from the feet, and then go ahead and squat. Reach the arms forward, sit down, to the floor. And you're going to roll back directly into a shoulder stand, so you use the momentum, kind of roll back, lift the legs up. It won't be perfect, that's okay. Nothing in life is. Breathe in and breathe out. Keep the breath nice, slow, and calm. Get in your shoulder stand. Pull your feet back towards your butt and squeeze your butt forward towards your hips. Back behind you, finding a halasana. Pull your belly button back toward your spine. Engage your core to protect your spine. And pull your hips back so they're stacked over your shoulders. Do not turn your head from side to side in shoulder stand. It's a quick way to tweak out your neck. And then go ahead and lift the feet back up for a shoulder stand. And then you can go ahead and try to find a lotus in your shoulder stand. Bring your right foot in first for the shoulder stand. For the lotus, already. Yeah, you can use your hands. So see if you can try balancing on your shoulders and use your hands to facilitate you. And then if you can, bring your hands underneath your knees. If you find your lotus, just press your hands into your knees. So let your knees rest into your hands. And if you didn't find your lotus, go ahead and find your halasana again. Rounding your spine intently, and then this time bend your knees. Find Karnakidasana. So your knees are trying to frame your ears and you're squeezing your ears with your knees. If you have lotus, you can try to wrap your hands around your lotus and clasp your hands. Three more breaths, nice and slow. Lengthen it a little more. I know it's hard in these poses to keep it long. And on the exhale, slowly begin to lower down and roll down. Pause with your legs at a 45-degree angle. Pause with your legs at a 45-degree angle, nice and straight. And then reach your arms behind your shoulders and bring the crown of your head towards the floor. Reach your arms up towards the sky, palms connected, lift the chest. Breathe in, breathe out. In, out, in, out. Three more, in, out, forward, in, out. Just go ahead and bring your forearms to the floor. Or your spine to the floor, and your knees into your chest. Shift the knees from side to side. Right foot to the ground, left ankle over the right leg. Twist the legs over to the right. Bring the arms out to the feet. You're going to grab for your right ankle if you'd like, and then really use that as leverage. Pull your left knee away from you. And then go ahead and switch sides. Come back to center. Side foot drops to the floor. Right ankle crosses to the left thigh. Keep the legs as they are and shift them over the left. Right ankle with the left. Stay connected to the breath. It's your last chance to really connect to those parts of yourself, the subtle parts of yourself. And then we practice just letting go completely in Shavasana. Go ahead and come on back to center. Hug the knees into the chest one last time. Potentially find a happy baby. And then go ahead and relax into your Shavasana. Really, the body should be good relaxing, but just pay attention and bring your attention to the muscles of the face. And let all of the tension from the face release. exhale. And then go ahead and roll to one side for a fetal position. And pause there for a moment in fetal position to honor the child within, playful, inspired, and pure. May we embody these aspects of ourselves fully. Come on up to a comfortable seated position. And bring your hands to heart center. In honor of that aspect of you, your heart, your feelings, your emotions, your vulnerability, and your authenticity. And then bring your hands to your forehead in honor of your knowing mind, your intuition, your third eye, your soul, and your thinking mind, your logic, your brain. Bring the hands back to the heart. Acknowledging a connection between these aspects of self and encouraging synchronicity between them. Maybe move with mindfulness to facilitate that as we bow forward and come back to no. James?
Thank you.
Yeah, it's a great time.
It was way harder this time than last time.
Really?
And I sweated this time. I'm like wet. But last time when I was here, I didn't sweat. So I was like, well, I could just bring one now.
It also could be that like it might have been colder the last week.
Maybe. Possibly.
The weather does make a huge difference.
Yeah. You know how you always tell me like